Yeah, so we're back. One of the cameras went off, but now we're back. And I am not sure I remember where it went off at. But I think I'll ask you. So can we talk about protein and just also food in general? So, but mainly protein. So there's this buzz happening. Protein, protein, protein. You need protein, you need protein. So how much of it do you need it? And yeah, so just protein. Let's talk about it. How important is it? How much of it do you need it? Yeah.
In 2016, we thought we was really sure that to maximize the anabolic response to females and males training in vigorous exercise, you would need 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilograms body weight per day. If you look at something, a minimum, look at 0.8 to 1. If you go below that, your body will degrade after some time. I'm saying 2016 because we now see, based on the things I touched a bit, like the timeline of when amino acid perfuse towards the plasma, the blood system, and everything.
Yeah.
We see that is the most important.
Okay.
Meaning there should not be a time where there are no amino acids in the blood. There should always be a time that there's a high amount of amino acids in the blood. So how to know how much you should eat? Know that 20 grams of protein will stay 4.5 hours in the day, and 40 grams approximately like 7.5 hours. So if you would calculate in a 24-hour schedule,
Yeah.
you will find something between 120 and 150. Then one thing, I'm not sure if I can touch upon this because we still don't know in literature, is we haven't clearly seen that bigger dudes and bigger bodies need more protein than smaller dudes
Yeah.
or ladies.
Okay.
I have a question. When you guys say 120, if someone is just watching and they don't know what that means, from a visualization perspective, is it possible to explain what you mean? Is it like 2 eggs? Is it 1 kilogram of chicken? Like visually, what do you mean by 160, 120?
What that looks like? Ooh, I see that meals are different in the countries I came.
Yeah.
My mom from Senegal, I went there back 11, 12 times. We eat like emonai in the morning, which is like a type of oatmeal type of thing, grain, and then you eat rice with fish in the afternoon and rice with fish in the evening, for example. What does it look like 120? Is having carbs at every meal, and it's weird because every carb food has quite some amount of protein in it, like bread, like potatoes less, rice a bit less, but all other things like quinoa, and well, I'd say bread, but morely wheat. Wheat is also in all pizzas, also in all burger buns, also in all type of thing. Almost everything is made of wheat. So 120 grams of protein actually looks like what a person normally eats. You could have protein foods in the morning, 2 eggs, about a fist of your own body in chicken, meat, or fish at lunch and dinner. And even if you miss those and you eat more carbs, you will still often reach the 100, 120 side.
I wanted to ask you, if someone doesn't know how to do calorie tracking,
Okay.
right, and they don't want to keep weighing, I know there's a method with which you use the fist.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What should the plate look like for using the fist?
What should the plate look like?
Mm.
Normally 50, 25, 25,
Mm-hmm.
meaning, well, okay. Maybe now I'm talking about athletes. I think this is more so for an audience who
Yeah.
would like to lose fat, gain muscle type thing, or
Yeah.
they do competitive vigorous exercise.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The first or the second group?
It's just for, we're calling them like everyday hero. It's just someone, whoever it is. You have, for instance, like us, we're students
Yeah.
and we're also working, and we would like to also incorporate fitness.
Yeah.
So it's more of like there's a lot of information out there, and we
Yeah.
just want something that is broken down and simple. Yeah. So it's, let's say, for the everyday person.
Everyday person.
Yeah, who doesn't have like 2 or 3 hours to dedicate to go to the gym or
It's
to
not
dedicate.
active.
Yeah.
It's like sedentary or-
Yeah.
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 Then a plate would look like 33, 33, 33, meaning
Mhm.
a component of where you have greens, leafy vegetables, or others.
Mhm.
Then a component of a starchy foods, so
Mhm.
say potatoes, rice,
Mhm.
and then the meat, and that's why I do like a fist. For a fish, you could say the palm of your hand, which makes a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
A fish has, say, like 20, 22 grams of protein for 100 grams.
Mhm.
And meat or chicken often goes to like 28 or 30 for 100 grams. It has more protein for a lower volume.
Mm.
So you will go quicker in protein. Chicken, you will go the quickest in protein if you don't eat much.
Mm.
Then all types of meat or beef will be in the second. And then eggs and fish will be a bit less quick.
Mm.
However, the eggs and fish will have all of other benefits like essential fatty acids and vitamins that often the chicken and meat lack.
Mm.
Meaning people don't like to eat the same thing every week or
Yeah.
every day, meaning have a couple days with the fish egg type of thing and have a couple days with the meat and chicken type of
Okay.
thing, to combine them all.
What about beans
Yeah. I was going.
and legumes?
And legumes,
Yeah.
all possible, but that's how big of an eater are you? Because that is the chicken versus now beans question. Only this big of a chicken piece will give you already 20-25,
Mhm.
meaning that 4.5 hours of maximal anabolism.
Yeah.
However, if you want to eat the beans, well, this full and then this big will have the same protein as only such a small piece of chicken. Meaning you need to eat a lot more of the beans. Yeah, they're not worse. You just need to eat more of those.
So I have a question regarding that. There's a time I was working out with like gym bros, and I remember I went and told one of them like, "Oh, I had rice and beans," and they're like, "Where's the protein in that?"
Hmm.
And I was like, "What do you mean? I've had rice and beans." Because when we went to school, we were taught legumes, beans, they are source of protein. And then I went and Googled and looked at the composition of beans, and majority is carbohydrates.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also some veggies, majority, the higher composition of it is carbohydrates.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, is everything carbohydrates other than like animal source of protein? And if I'm a vegetarian, how can I be able to take the 20 gram, 40 gram protein? Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Not everything besides animal protein is carbohydrates.
Okay.
Talking about beans, for example, you see that carbohydrates are like at 30 grams of 100 grams and protein only at 8, which is less, but they in there.
Okay.
If your meal was rice and beans, then I think you might have had well, maybe even skip out the grams, but might have had like 2 servings of normal people beans, which is actually only a small thing. Meaning that you would have reached the 20-25 mark, which is already helping to maximize. So if you're vegetarian, all these type of things, it's okay. If you're a really small eater, and by that one, I mean a bit what you see like your puberty brother or sister do when they ate like all candy during the afternoon, and when you see them at the table in the evening, they eat like a couple scoops with mama and then they leave. That is what I mean with a small eater.
Okay.
Everyone else who has regular meals, even a vegetarian with rice and beans, you'll reach that threshold.
Okay. And let's talk about carbs.
Okay.
Yeah. So there has been a lot of, like, there's the keto diet, no carbs, or reduce the carbs. Carbs are bad if you want to lose weight. Or sometimes where there's like complex carbs, simple carbs. So if I'm trying to figure out, I like carbs, I want carbs in my food, I think carbs are important because they help fueling my workouts. How should I go about carbs?
Ask the question a bit more specific.
I think I'm curious to know the importance of carbs in your meal plan, and which carbs do you recommend? Yeah.
Also, here it comes the difference between athletes that do vigorous exercise and the normal gym goers.
Yeah.
You often don't realize it, but you find carbs everywhere. Even if you think, oh, I'm going to just eat a burger type of thing, you also have a lot of carbs with it.
Yeah.
Almost all sauces that you don't know are in foods have carbs with it.
Yeah.
So how should you go about carbs? It's not really a focus point. Who doesn't need to be a focus point for a normal gym goer. However, are you willing to maximize your efforts? Then you can go into timing, into types, into digestion speed, into glycemic indexes, meaning that yes, they are the ones that fuel your workout always, so they're always needed.
Can we talk a bit about the glycemic index of carbs, and can you explain about it and we talk a bit about it? Yeah. Can you just share a bit what
on these?
Yeah, what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You touch complex and simple carbs. That is actually a wrong term.
Okay.
We use this because you see that the structure, like amylose or amylopectin, makes it ramified, saying the carbs have a complex structure, and if they're simple, it's just a sugar, so to say. That doesn't impact the glycemic index, which often people thought before. The glycemic yeah.
Glycemic index.
Glycemic index is how quick a type of sugar will make, or a type of carb will make the glucose in your blood go up. Good question.
Yeah.
Then that doesn't matter if it's complex or simple. Some complex carbs have a very high glycemic index, and some simple carbs like sugars, like fructose, have a low glycemic index.
Okay.
How should you go about that? That's why I say that you can obsess and compulsively look very far to go into it.
Yeah.
What is the essential part? Make sure that you have carbs before a workout. You can time them so that it is passed through the gastrointestinal system and available for your muscles. But most of the times when you just go to the gym, you already have a carb storage, glycogen in your muscles, which you can use.
Does freezing the carbs with the higher glycemic index, does it help slow down its absorption?
Yes.
Okay. How does that work?
All is based on absorption speed. So yeah, if you eat potatoes hot, still same potato, higher glycemic index. If you eat them out the fridge, boom. How does it work? Gastric emptying is a part where when you have the food eaten and in your stomach, it needs to be at a certain temperature and grinded out, so to say, or smushed out, and only then it will pass to the intestine and then get absorbed. So for somebody at home, for somebody, I would say, okay, do something with the glycemic index for somebody at home, but actually first look into how to bring this easily. It's way more important how much you move and how sensitive your muscles are to glucose than to make sure, I gotta eat a lower glycemic index because I don't want to have high glucose. It's way more the status of your tissues and your muscles that make it okay to eat high, low, often high, often low, than the status of your muscles of being able to handle that is way more important than the specific foods you choose.
How do you figure out the state of your muscle? Like, how do you know? How can you figure it out? Like, okay, my muscles are sensitive, so I should take this.
All based on effort on how you exercise and also how often.
Okay.
So, well, Lucy said very right. Most of them are sedentary students. Even if they go 2 or 3 times to the gym, often they do a set, they scroll for a bit. So I would say for all normal people or normal students, you guys' status are probably not so good. Saying, okay, then yes, go and look glycemic index, meaning oats, very low. Whole wheat pasta, whole wheat spaghetti, very low. Beans, very low. Rice, white rice, very high. Cooked and mashed potatoes, very high, for example.
Okay.
But want to get healthy and make sure that your glucose doesn't fluctuate and get diabetes, it will be the exercise that will help you with this, not choosing only low glycemic index foods.
I want to go back to the carbohydrates. When we're saying when it's taking it from the fridge becomes cooler. So I've seen people who said they were pre-diabetic and then they reversed it and they still eat rice and bread, and what they did is they would freeze it and then now and take it from the freezer and now I think take it to the microwave and use it.
Okay.
So does it change the structure of the carbohydrate, especially this one's with high glycemic index? If you put it in a freezer and then
heat it up again?
Yeah.
Well, then you'll be back at the first point.
Okay.
There's a retrogradation aspect that happens a little bit if you bring it down and you heat it up again. it lowers it a bit, but not as much as eating a cold pasta salad or a cold potato salad. This helps more in lowering the glycemic index.
I was about to start freezing bread and taking bread every day.
And then take it back out at normal temperature?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Then it doesn't do anything. No.
Okay. Is there a specific food that you'd recommend for recovery? Or
A specific food?
Yeah.
No.
okay. So just anything works.
Yes. There also it becomes difficult because recovery is a whole different types. Okay, well, one of the best foods is milk.
Milk?
Yeah,
Oh.
because
Okay.
it has carbs and it has protein and it has micronutrients as well.
Oh. Because I think people have been
Downplaying it.
I've been
no,
talking
a lot.
against milk, and
Yeah,
I
of
know
course they are
growing
against
up we were
milk.
told give the baby the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, strong. Does it help with strong bones?
Exactly. So
It does?
calcium like macronutrients. Then over here it's even fortified in vitamin D and in other countries as well. So if you choose one food, milk is over there.
Okay. Are there any other meals that you would put over there?
Meals?
Yeah, or foods like
Foods.
that you put over there.
It doesn't work because are there people that only eat one food after an exercise? Maybe not. Then I would say peanuts, for example. They have carbs, protein, and fats, and a high in magnesium, for example. To talk about one food. But yeah, a meal is always way higher up than only milk or way higher up than peanuts.
Okay. And you've mentioned fats, and what's the relevance of fats, of consuming fats, and what's the relevance of having fats in your body?
A lot, but not a focus point again. I already see that I think I need some help with some specific questions because my answers can become vague if I think I need help with the specific
Okay.
yeah, specificity of
So
the question.
in terms of fats, like a lot of people fear taking fats. So you see, like the yogurt is the non-fat yogurt, non-fat milk. So people think of fats as bad. So is fats bad? And like, are there good fats? And
And bad fats.
yeah.
Also, super hard to answer. The answer is no. Fats are needed to a certain extent. Yes, you have trans fats or saturated fats that do have can have detrimental effects on health, but even those will provide daily energy for normal processes such as breathing and heartbeat. If you're looking to optimize health, which will always come with cutting calories almost, even without counting them. Yes, dial back on the fats because you will likely have as much as you need already, and thereby you straight, so to say.
Is there a body fat percentage that is ideal for a female and ideal for a male?
No.
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 Oh, okay. Okay. 'Cause-
Also there, yeah, it's hard because I already sense myself answering questions in from this way and then from that way and then this way and that way,
Mhm.
which makes things vague and unclear and not to understand.
Mhm.
Even for the body fat percentage question, I think I answer no because you will always, yeah, you can see it from so many type of ways where actually at the end you see no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Overweight and obese, of course, yes,
Uh-huh.
then you'll go in excessiveness. But here, students, you have a range which is often genetically predisposed, so to say. A range based on Sandra herself or on Lucy herself. If you go below that, things will get very worse. Your period will stop and you maybe cannot give any children. If you go too up high, the same thing will happen. You might not get any children because all processes has gone bad.
Is there a way if I wanted to know what is my sweet spot for like my the body fat?
To know what your sweet spot is.
Yeah.
Um,
How would I go about it? If I cannot afford the Dexcom or the scanners and all that.
the DEXA scan,
Yeah,
MRIs,
yes.
or bias.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is actually very hard because it's based on how your childhood was to know what your ideal range will be. And a percentage is only known. Yeah, even that. Percentage is only known through equipment that can test it very good.
Okay.
And those are, for example, DEXAs are like 80% very good. If you have an MRI scan and then the dietitian or exercise scientist will manually calculate it, then you'll be even better. Is there some way you can know it yourself? Almost not. Eat a certain type of way for multiple weeks and see if you go up or down will make you see, okay, this is approximately where I should be at.
Okay. So if someone is listening right now, and they want to eat better, but they don't know where to start, what would you recommend?
So almost impossible to answer, Sandra. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can only give again such an answer with jumping from one to another to one to another.
Yeah.
Because it's so much based on if I look at you and if we have a conversation about whole lot of things you had during puberty, childhood, and type of way you ate. Not even to know what your culture and customs are, but also to know what the status of your adipocytes and fat tissue have made and are almost locked in to say. Because sadly, for example, I cannot transform myself into, how would you say, the athletes I see on TV.
Yeah.
And I cannot, for example, transform you into somebody looking like, how would you say, this tiny little girl type of athlete. Because your biological system has made a saved hard drive of even the fat cells of how much they will keep.
They have memory.
They have memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is such a bad thing. I'm sorry to say to y'all, we also recently, like the second half of 2025 scientific literature, we see that fat cells have memory, and that you can go left and right and do crash diets, but this will, how would you say? Your body will do everything to get you back there. And it almost with all people always happens to get you back to the old thing. If you want to stay very low in body weight, your body will take out things. You will not get children, or maybe based on my situation, I try to be very lean and very well athletic. My erectile function stopped, for example, and I would have low perfusion headaches of going to the cardiologist because my heart function was compromising based on so many low body fat and so many low calories I would eat to try and lose weight.
What if I'm oh my goodness. Can you give us hope? Because what if, like, right now I'm obese and I really want, because being obese is not healthy, and I want to lose weight and I'm consistent.
Yeah.
So in that situation, like, can you give us hope? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Of course. Yes. And there is, however, if you come from child and puberty obesity, the hope is less, so to say. So if you're 12, 13 years old, you already was at that. It's still possible, but less. However, descending 5 to 10% of your body weight, people always call, okay, 1 kilogram every 4 weeks. It all depends on your baseline where you start at. 5 to 10% over 6 months will help almost faking the fat memory cells, not knowing that they are going down. So if you do it at that speed, gradually, yes, you can, over a span of a year, go down at, so let's see, I was 102 and I went minus 10%, so 10 kilograms down in those 6 months. 92.
Is that why people say it's good to lose weight gradually for sustainability purposes versus losing weight drastically?
Exactly.
That's what I'm understanding when you say, like, is it fat memories, or the memories will adjust will still go back to your normal weight? If you lose it quickly, the chances of it going back to the normal weight are higher, versus like tricking it to losing it without it noticing that you're losing the fats.
They will still
Go back.
Well, they will still have it, but yes, you're most likely to have a positive result there. And also, your metabolism goes down, losing weight. So when I was at 92, for example, even if I would eat as somebody that was 88 or 87 kgs, since I cut down 10%, it slowed down to a way that eating as a normal person would make me gain weight.
How do you because basically you lowered your baseline, right? So then how do you readjust it? If you, let's say I've gotten to, I was 100, Now I'm 80
Mm-hmm.
kilograms. And now I want to build more muscle. So will lifting help, or if I increase the calories, I will just add weight?
Mm-hmm. To go back up, you mean?
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
if I want to increase my caloric intake
Yeah.
after losing weight,
Yeah.
but I don't want to gain the weight, how do I go about that?
Whoa. Not sure if I have an answer.
Okay.
In weight loss practices,
Mm-hmm.
nutrition can have quicker effect, but exercise has better effect.
Okay.
So to say, through exercise, you can retransform a newer, lower body weight that will probably stay,
Mm-hmm.
since you just went and pushed, made all processes new, and all, for example, fat tissue and fat cells that were just not getting turned over, not getting used.
Mm-hmm.
They are all sucked out, emptied, used by the muscles, fuel, gym, burn, so to say.
Yeah.
If you go by nutrition, then your body will start changing hormones, start tripping off this fat memory, will start lowering metabolism quicker.
Okay. So a combination of both.
A combination of both, always.
What about someone who's trying to add weight? How does it work?
Ooh, it almost always goes wrong. With guys, I see it mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's trying to add weight, think, okay, more calories, more weight. Yes, but they will become overweight because they add fat tissue. People that want trying to gain weight are often those, okay, I want more muscle. That is almost all based on hypertrophy training, saying
Okay.
muscle training that gives the stimulus to grow muscle, not based on calories.
Okay. And does the way, like, if someone is overweight and the memory cells has memory.
Mm-hmm.
So for someone who was small and then they're trying to add, is it the same case? Does it have memory and then you'll just go back to being small?
Yes, unfortunately, but also that almost also countering these memory cells is way more likely possible through exercise than through nutrition. So somebody that is small and trying to gain, then what I said about hypertrophy training means you go to the gym,
Mm-hmm.
you do, for example, leg extension for these muscles here,
Mm-hmm.
and you do that until failure,
Mm-hmm.
saying a weight of 70 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you do 6, 7, 8, 15, 19, just go till the moment that you shake so hard that you can push it no more.
Mm-hmm.
That is the maximal stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
Then wait at least 2 minutes before you do the second set,
Mm-hmm.
and do it over again. Push until you shake, have headache and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and that will give the stimulus again.
Mm.
And then do, for example, the leg extension, you can do up to 6 or 7 sets, which
Mm-hmm.
might sound crazy, but that is the main muscle building, the 90% muscle building stimulus.
Lucy, have you had until you're shaking?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I work
Hey.
hard.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no lightweight, heavyweight.
There you go.
Yeah.
Insights. Gosh.
Do you have any closing remarks?
Any closing remarks?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that it's so hard because you can dive so deep, obsess, and like you guys hear me talking, it becomes vague. What can I actually do? Is there hope? what is the true answer. And the truth is, there's so much similarities in human genetics, but so much differences that true answer isn't there. And it's always seen from different perspectives.
Okay.
Main takeaways to live as healthy as possible, so to say, is look at the timing of the amino acid availability. Most people still count their protein a bit. Okay, no, 20 grams of protein, 4 to 5 hours, 40 grams, 7.5 hours. Okay, I'm straight. And know that if you do gym exercise, even with good protein and everything, it's really how you do the exercise, shaking all the way out. You cannot lift it no more, and you do it multiple times for the same muscle group. That is what will grow muscle.
Yeah. I think I like that because muscles love memories. Someone told me that. And it's an issue I have because I get excited and I move on to the next exercise. But the fewer times that I've stayed consistent, like stuck to a program, is when I've seen most results. Yeah. Lucy, do you have anything for us?
I think that was well captured. Really learned a lot because I'm struggling with nutrition and combining that with working out. Yeah, it was such an interesting podcast. And oh God, both of you are so knowledgeable and insightful. So yeah, it was such an interesting podcast. Love it.
Okay. So till next time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you. Bye.
Bye.